It started with a flyer. Just a stupid, crumpled flyer, stuck to the bottom of Mia's shoe as she walked home from school. She almost didn't notice it. Just another piece of trash in a city that seemed to collect it like trophies. But something made her stop. Maybe it was the bold red letters screaming, "Your voice doesn't matter." Or maybe it was the fact that it was stuck to her favorite pair of sneakers. Either way, she peeled it off, read it, and felt her stomach drop. The flyer was from the city council. They were shutting down the community center, the one place in their neighborhood where kids could go after school, where Mia's little brother learned to play
chess, where her mum took Zumba classes on weekends.
The reason? Budget cuts. But everyone knew the real reason. The city didn't care about their side of town. They never had. Mia crumpled the flyer in her hand, her jaw tightening. No way, she muttered under her breath. No freaking way. Mia wasn't the kind of person who usually got involved in, well, anything. She was the quiet girl in the back of the class. The one who doodled in her notebook while everyone else argued about politics or whatever. But this felt personal. The community center was more than just a building. It was a lifeline. And if the city thought they could just take it away without a fight, they had another thing coming. The next day at school, Mia cornered her best friend, Jaden, at lunch. Jaden was the opposite of Mia. Loud, confident, and always ready to stir up trouble. He took one look at the flyer and grinned. "So, what's the plan, boss?" Mia blinked. "What do you mean, boss?" "You're the one who found this," Jaden said, waving the flyer like it was a battle flag. "That makes you the boss. So, what are we doing? Marching on City Hall? Burning stuff? Oh, wait. What if we, chain ourselves to the doors of the community center? That'd be sick." Mia groaned. "We're not burning anything, or chaining ourselves to anything. I don't know, we're gonna organize, like a protest or something." Jaden raised an eyebrow. "A protest? Mia, you literally cried when Mrs. Henderson made you do a group presentation last week." "That's different," Mia snapped, her face turning red. This is important, and I'm not gonna just sit back and let them take this away from us." Jaden studied her for a moment, then nodded. "All right, boss. Let's do it." Organizing a protest was harder than Mia thought. Way harder. First, there was the flyer design. Jaden wanted something edgy and cool, which in his mind meant a lot of skulls and flames. Mia vetoed that idea and went with something simple. Save our community center. Rally at City Hall. Saturday, 12 p.m. Then there was the issue of actually getting people to show up. Mia spent hours after school posting flyers around the neighborhood, only to have half of them ripped down by the next morning. But the hardest part, the doubt. Every night Mia lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering if anyone would actually come. What if it was just her and Jaden standing outside City Hall like idiots? What if no one cared as much as she did? Saturday came, and Mia's stomach was in knots. She stood in front of the mirror, trying to psych herself up. "You can do this," she whispered. "You have to do this." When she got to City Hall, her heart sank. There were maybe 10 people there, including her and Jaden, and one of them was Mr. Patel from the corner store, who was probably just there to sell snacks. Jaden clapped her on the shoulder. "Well, boss, looks like we're gonna need a bigger crowd." Mia felt tears prick at the corners of her eyes. She'd tried. She'd really tried. But maybe Jaden was right. Maybe she wasn't cut out for this. And then, out of nowhere, a voice shouted, "Hey, is this the protest?" Mia turned to see a group of kids from her school walking toward them. Then another group. And another. Within minutes, the crowd had swelled to over 100 people. Kids, parents, teachers, even the mayor's niece was there, holding a sign that said, "Community centers build communities." Mia's heart raced. This was happening. This was actually happening. The protest was chaotic. Jaden tried to lead a chant, but he kept messing up the words. Someone brought a drum set, which was cool until they started playing off beat. And then there was the moment when Mia accidentally dropped her megaphone, and it let out an ear-piercing screech that made everyone cover their ears. But it was also amazing. People were shouting, laughing, coming together for something bigger than themselves. And when Mia finally stepped up to speak, her voice shaking but steady, the crowd fell silent. This community center, it's not just a building, she said, her words echoing through the square. It's a place where we come together, where we learn, where we grow, where we belong. And if we let them take it away from us, what's next? Our schools, our parks, our homes? We can't let that happen. We won't let that happen. The crowd erupted into cheers, and for the first time, Mia felt like maybe, just maybe, they could win this. The city council didn't back down right away. In fact, they tried to ignore the protest altogether. But Mia didn't give up. She organized more rallies, started a petition, and even got a local news station to cover the story. And then, one day, the unthinkable happened. The mayor announced that the community center would stay open. Mia couldn't believe it. She'd done it. They'd done it. They'd done it. But the story didn't end there. A few weeks later, Mia got a letter in the mail. It was from the city council, inviting her to speak at their next meeting. Not as a protester, but as a guest of honor. Jaden grinned when she told him. Looks like you're not just the boss of the protest anymore. You're the boss of the whole city. Mia rolled her eyes, but she couldn't help smiling. She wasn't the quiet girl in the back of the class anymore. She was the girl who'd stood up, spoken out, and changed her city. And she wasn't done yet.